Serious. Where my girls at? We ain't linked up in a cool minute. Where my girls at? It's going down, down. Where my girls at? It's going down, down. It's going down tonight. We going out tonight. Yeah, right. We going out tonight. It's going down tonight. Yeah, right. It's going down tonight. We going out tonight. Yeah, right. We going out tonight. It's going down tonight. Yeah, right.
It's about to go down. It's about to go down. Oh my goodness. It is going down today. What is it? What is it? It's Winning Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday. Work It Wednesday. And it is your girl, Katrina Harris Earl, part of the Force of Friendship, one of the hosts here, along with Lady Chrisette Ellis, Sabrina Goodwin Monday, and Gloria Mayfield Banks. We are the Force of Friendship, and this is We Got Issues. We talk about it all. The good issues, the bad issues, and everything in between. Yesterday's show was amazing on dreaming. And oh my gosh, tomorrow, you have got to tune in tomorrow. Lady Chrisette will tell you about that show. But today we are talking about shopping, something everybody likes. Even if you don't like it, you like it when somebody else shops for you. So it is a necessary, joyful thing. We're talking shopping. I am known as the chick who you want it, I can find it. I mean, just tell me what it is. I can find you the best deals online. It's one of the things I love to do. And I have been blessed to do it for every one of these girlfriends and many of you that are out there even listening in. Thank you for tuning in every Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. We are right here. And when I tell you, you got to lean into our tribe, make sure you go to theforceoffriendship.com and sign up on our mailing list. We want you to be on that mailing list. You should do that today. You should do that today so that you can get some things that are going out even this week. And so we're just really excited about this show and what is to come. We want you to call in. Tell me about your favorite shopping app. Tell me about why you hate online shopping. Tell us about that super bad outfit you bought for the wedding you were going to with your new boyfriend, but you knew your old boyfriend was going to be there, and it came and it did not look like the picture, okay? We all have had that. Tell us about your happy and sad and crazy stories. 313-778-7600. Now, before we get in, we have got to go to Hot Topics, y'all. Are we going to talk about the fact that today is 2/22? Sabrina told us. Are we going to talk about the NFL? A yes. Are we talking about CNN? A yes. Are we talking about Whoopi? Yes. So where are we going to start? I'm going to pass it to you, Sabrina. I mean, that's just one day's worth of issues. Yeah, I said that's just one day worth of issues. Wow. Yes.
Why do you want that day? Well, 12 is an apostolic number. My husband is teaching all up in the prophetic. And there was a whole lot that went into it, but I know it was God. It was God ordained. And guess what? It was a Wednesday at 12:12. And so here on the West Coast, we just passed
East Coast, y'all have seen that. I think the only ones that are waiting is Hawaii and Alaska. So it's a lot of weddings happening even right now. So, yep, that's how we picked it. And guess what? I honestly think that I get so much anniversary love just because everybody knows my anniversary. I mean, it like worked out. And sometimes it's like everybody remembers. They start reminding me, and my husband will never, ever, ever forget. Don't even try it.
Yeah. Okay. They're saying they can't hear me on Facebook. I thought there might.
We got you now.
You got me now.
I think you're fixed.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, my girl Whoopi got herself in trouble. 2 weeks. Got to sit it down for a couple of weeks and think about some things. She made a public apology. She's in timeout. But the good thing is she ain't terminated. She ain't fired. And so, you know, she offended some people. She apologized. And they still said, sit it down, Whoopi, sit it down. So,
you know what? I was just going to say that is just so interesting when you're in a public limelight, when your voice carries weight. I mean, you have to really be on your P's and Q's about everything you say, how it can be perceived. And, you know, literally the things that we used to say in jest and it didn't mean a whole lot. Now you can't say things and you're like, well, you know, I didn't really mean it like that, because everything now is taken seriously. And so really you have to think before you speak, because I'm like, okay, who are we going to put in timeout on? We got issues. We got issues for 2 weeks. And you know what?
I'll be the first. I'll volunteer. Okay.
That's what I was thinking. Sabrina be like, put me in timeout. Put me in timeout.
Okay, Tony, one of our viewers, callers, said that she believes that she's gonna get fired. I hope she doesn't get fired, but you know what? That's how they do it. They give you a little time.
Miss Cuomo.
Yeah.
This was a legal issue,
but
but still, you think because somebody is very popular, because they've been someplace for a very long time, that they are untouchable. Let me tell you, we live in a day and time nobody's untouchable.
Let the right person complain. Enough, you know, it's the advertisers. If enough advertisers pull out because of it, if they don't. But I really liked I don't know his name, Sabrina. I don't know if you remember, because it was the head of the Anti-Defamation League, or I'm not sure if that was the organization, but him being interviewed last night with
right.
I love what he said. He said, you know, it's some people need cancel culture, but this was consulting culture. Is that what he called it? That it opens up a dialogue, and she was willing to open a dialogue. And we're not just trying to play favorites, but there's a difference in people that just, you know, talk about folks and not apologetic. Right. And she was so apologetic and has come to the table. If they fire her, you know, they could, but it really could turn around and be used for good. You know,
a teaching moment. And, you know, I think that, again, there are exceptions to the rule. I think that not everybody says stuff out of malice. I think there's a lot of times we say things, and I say we, because all of us have done it. We say things out of ignorance. And that just means you're unlearned. You don't know everything. And it's impossible for everybody to know everything. I know sometimes you want to hold back if you don't know something, but there are times where you misspeak. Come on, newspapers do it all the time, where they have to go back and put something in the newspaper to say, oh, we said such and such on page so-and-so, and it was the wrong information. So we are human. People get it wrong. And for her to have been on The View for this many years, and if this is her first infraction, this is the first time she's done something like that, I hope that they would give her some grace. I think, 2 weeks off, that's fine, because sometimes what you say has consequences. But I just hope that her whole all that she's done on that show to make that show, is taken into consideration, and they don't give her the boot.
Well,
what about CNN?
Tony said she should have known better. She should have known better. She shouldn't have never said it. Watch your mouth. If you're in a position like that, you know better. And so, Chris, if she wasn't a Black woman, one of our favorites, would we be that forgiving?
You know what? I don't know. I think that no, I'm not saying that just because she's black. I mean, I would want to look at the whole picture. Now, if she's known for being somebody that's always putting her foot in her mouth, always talking about stuff, always having to come back and apologize, that's one thing. But if I've been someplace for 10, 15 years and one time I, misspeak and don't say it right or whatever, I just think, I just would hope that people would give me grace, especially it's one thing if she didn't apologize, but to come back and apologize and say, I shouldn't have said that. And let's be clear, we are just getting out of 4 years of having a president that said whatever came up, came out, and they still want to elect him back to the presidency. So give me a break when it comes to, oh, you got to be careful. A lot of stuff was said when President Trump was the president that you're like, who did not talk to him? Who did not put it on a monitor for him to read? Because everything he said was incorrect. I mean, how many times did you hear them go through everything he said and say, fake, false, lie, fake, false, lie? We heard that a lot. So I just hope that, and I'm not just saying that because she's black. If she was white and she was on that show and did not have a bunch of flubs like that, I would say, yeah, 2 weeks, that's fine. She apologized. Now let's move on.
Okay, so how about this? Can you have a job that you spend all your, 10-hour, 12-hour, 14-hour days, and you fall in love with someone you work with, and now the CEO of CNN resigned.
Left the building. He's out. He has left the building.
He's out the
no
building.
Other way to say it.
Not.
He's gone. Okay. No, no other way to say it.
Now he lied. There's no. He did lie. He was asked, and he did lie. And feels like after what went down with Chris Cuomo, there was, he knew he just needed to leave before they had to fire him. But what do you think about that? I mean, that's
okay.
A lot
give
of time
the viewers, give the listeners background, Katrina, because they might not know what we're talking about.
So Jeff Zucker is the CEO, was as of yesterday, the CEO at CNN, and he was in a relationship with his marketing exec, another high level employee. I think it does make a difference if it's someone who is, the intern or I don't know, but high level employee. They had worked together even before CNN. They knew each other outside of CNN, ABC, and other places. And they recently, during the pandemic, started a relationship. He was asked about it and he denied it. Am I getting the facts correct according to what we know? But he resigned today, and she said she looks forward to continuing her career with CNN. And maybe that's because she wasn't asked and she didn't lie, or maybe it's because she's a subordinate to him. What's your thoughts?
So is the problem that they had a relationship, any kind of romantic relationship, or is it the fact that he lied? Now, of course, we know the devil is in the details. We know that they have contracts. We don't know what that contract says, that, as at this level, you cannot have a romantic relationship. I don't know the background. And, that's just, oh my God, it's hard to tell your heart who not to love, who not to be attracted to. I mean, do you just say, I cannot, be attracted to this person because it could cost me my job? So I would like to dig further, because if it was in the contract that they could not, and then he lied, then really he doesn't have, a shoe to stand on. But if, it's a problem that he lied and say they didn't have a relationship. So I need more information to make a decision as to whether or not they fired. To me, I mean, I don't get all the ramifications of that. So I don't know. Sabrina, what you think? What say ye?
It was totally consensual, like Tony just said.
Yeah. A relationship is not serial harassment. So it's more to the story, because there's no way that he would abruptly walk away from his position as the president of CNN worldwide. just because you have a girlfriend who works in the building, there's something else to the story. Now, she was divorced 2 years ago. I don't know how long. She says that it was one thing, but during COVID, they got a little cozier. COVID made them cozier. So I don't know when they got real cozy, or why he was not coming forth about the relationship, or why he felt he needed to move. Okay.
We you know what? We're going to talk about shopping when we come back, but we have got to touch on the NFL situation a couple weeks before the Super Bowl. It's important for us to talk about because we got issues. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere, and call us at 313-778-7600. We're going to pay some bills and we'll be right back. Okay. I think I actually am getting closer to pulling out the red bottoms. I think I'm actually getting closer. I test drove them and it was hard. You are listening to We Got Issues. And of course, our great song, we just love it. And it talks about those red bottoms, makes my feet hurt every time. Thank you so much for calling, for listening in. And we're looking forward to the callers. As a matter of fact, we're going to go to the phone lines to hear from Bishop Ellis, because I understand he has something to say about the entire NFL situation. And I know he's got something to say about shopping too. So Bishop Ellis, why don't you just go on and hit your wife about shopping, okay? Or maybe you don't want to touch that.
Like MC Hammer. But thank you so much for calling in to We Got Issues. Bishop Charles Ellis, how are you?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself, lady? Hope you are well.
We are well.
And I'm not about to say nothing about shopping because we're going to have some issues for real. Like it's I'm going to leave that alone. Now, if you want to talk about the NFL and what I think, and, I love NFL. I think it's the number one sport in the world, so I watch it all the time. And I don't think what happened yesterday with Coach coming out, Brian Flores, was earth shattering. I mean, we got to know that happens. You don't just accidentally have 32 football teams and 31, Caucasian NFL coaches and one African American. That's not because professionalism. That's because of choice. And I'm not saying whether anything's racist or not. It certainly can appear that way. But that's all choice. And if you somebody who looks like you, and he is what he is. Now, once he starts coming out talking about the specific instances in which it absolutely seems like somebody is working against or people are uniting together to keep one group out and to discriminate against them, that's a whole other issue. I find it hard to believe that the NFL, with all of those $1,000 an hour lawyers that they have, that they came out with a statement, maybe a couple hours after he broke with his lawsuit, and we ended the statement by saying his findings are without merit. How can you say that we ain't even investigating something? I mean, they were claiming the Tom Brady and the Patriots, betrayed some footballs, instead of 12, and I'm just saying, instead of 12 ounces were there, he was 9.5 ounces were there. That's it. I can y'all about a kid. Y'all investigated that for almost half a year, for 6 months. And how do you just come out with 2 hours later and say it has no merit? And I listened to his attorney. The attorney said, we served them with 58 pages. You went through 58 pages that included other people conspiring with information and actions. And how do you call all these important people in 2 hours and then come out with a statement that has no merit? I mean, if you care more about the 2 hours of air in the football than you do about a whole demographic of people that really are making you your money. Because I think the last I heard, NFL is 70% African American.
Wow.
I think it's just a shame and it's insulting that the NFL would come out with that statement. Most people say, hey, we're going to look into this. We're going to get down to the bottom of it. We're going to see where this goes. But they came out and said that the man claim had no merit. His complaint had no merit. 58 pages with text messages and things of that nature. And how in the world did y'all come to the conclusion that it had no merit? I mean, that's like we just missing this, it doesn't mean anything. So, I hope my brother stays to the guns and keeps the pressure on them. And he certainly found it at the right time because it's Super Bowl time. They don't want anybody to have the Super Bowl. So that's right. He strategically filed that bad boy. And now instead of talking about two teams getting ready to play 2 weeks from now we're talking about racism in NFL ownership allegedly. And I would say this, and I'll turn it back over to you all. When Florida said, he hopes that people would have a change of conscience, have a change of heart. And I'm like, man, are you kidding me? I mean, when it comes to money, there is very little conscience and very little heart. I mean, if there was conscience and heart, slavery wouldn't have had to go through all they had to go through to be eradicated. At the end of the day, when it comes to money and when it comes to wealth, there is very little heart and very little conscience. And the worst thing you can do to a billionaire is to tell him what to do.
What are your thoughts on the $100,000 a game for losing? That was the owner that offered him $100,000 a game for every loss.
Hey, listen, I would have had $1.7 million because I would have lost all 13 of them bad boys. Hey, listen. I'm a man of principle, but a dollar is a dollar. You know what I'm saying? And while that dollar's on the table, I'm gonna get the dollar.
Oh man, you always make us laugh, but you make us think. Thank you so much for calling in. We got issues. Chrisette, I know you just want to say something to your man on the phone and NFL. Wow, we appreciate you calling in, Bishop Ellis.
Absolutely. Thank you, baby, for calling in. We appreciate it. Thank you.
On the radio, Chris.
Oh, sorry. I said, thank you, baby, for calling in. Thank you so much. And thank you for not getting roped into Katrina having you talk about my shopping. I'm doing very well. Thank you.
Wait till you go on that vacation, okay? Just wait. No, we are so grateful. I mean, y'all, so many issues. Sabrina, I know you wanted to add something. just thoughts.
Girl, that's a whole show all by itself. We need a whole show on this situation,
Right.
Because it's a situation, and I hope the whistle continues to be blown. Just like George Floyd's death has meant so much to so many in terms of progress and moving, addressing some things that we have not been able to deal with. And so I am proud of this coach coming forward at having the guts to do what he's doing. And now, you know what? NFL is going to have to answer some real questions. And so from Jerry Jones, America's team, on down the list. So we got issues. Let's continue to keep the conversation. And the thing is, instead of having a town hall meeting saying what's wrong, we want town hall meetings how to make it right, because we know what's been wrong forever and a day. Now we want some solutions. And so it's just, but we see it in the workplace. They interview these people knowing dog good and well they have no intentions of hiring them, but they just go through the motions. And we see this in corporate America. We've seen it in our own families. And so we just need to talk about it and let the powers that be know that just less exposure for who you are and go from there. But Bishop is right. When you hold the dollar, the almighty dollar, when you call all the shots, you can do what you've always done.
Absolutely. And just to add one thing to that, I was listening to, he was on with his attorney on CNN today, and he was asked a question that if tomorrow one of the teams called and said, they wanted him to be their coach, would he drop the lawsuit? And his answer was no, he would not drop the lawsuit, because he said it's bigger than him. And so, he was asked, well, what if, you never coach? I mean, that's what he said, that's what I want to do. That's what my purpose is. That's what I love to do. He said, however, he said, this is a bigger purpose. He said, if it turns out that I never coach, I would hope that this would open up the door for others. And that was just so powerful to me, that he's willing to sacrifice his career for something that he just loves to do, to say, if me doing this is going to mean that other people are going to get an opportunity that I was not given, then hey, then amen. And so I said, wow, that's powerful.
And can we not sleep on the fact that scripture says what is done in the dark will come into the light, y'all? This whole thing was a mistake that I promise you God was all up in. Stuff is all the dirty clothes is being aired out right now. So, it's just, wow. When you look at all of that happened, it was more than just ironic or an accident. So I'm excited. We are going to go to a break in a couple moments. And I promise you, I'm going to get it all in, because I was off last week. These chicks gave me 2 shows this week. So we're going to do this as part 1, and then we're going to continue it on part 2. But we are talking today about online shopping. And it's just it's a happy, fun thing. At least for me, I love it. And so some things to know to online retailers. Do you go to online retailers or do you visit a physical store? This is a choice every consumer faces when making a purchase. The factors leading into this decision can depend on things like how much time you have, how you're going to get the best value. We know that, raise your hand out there if you are an Amazon Prime member. So many of us have, that's the biggest retailer. And we're going to talk about how you can buy everything, literally everything online. I mean, literally from a car to clothes to your dog, your horse. I mean, whatever you want, you can get it online. And so we are going to talk about what are some tips and some things that make a big difference. I'm going to give you a few statistics before we go to break. More than 263 million American shoppers shop online, 79% of the population. Millennials 25 to 34 are the largest group. 2022 U.S. e-commerce over $1 trillion. 54% of US consumers prefer to shop online. And one of the things you want to know is 64% of people abandon their cart. And that actually is a good thing to do, because when you abandon your cart, you will look in your email and they will offer you an offer. So I'm going to give you a couple of little tips. If it's something you don't have to have right now, that is one little tip. 75% of online shoppers shop at least once a month. Raise your hand if you've already done it today, okay? And 63% of online shoppers go to Amazon, you guys, which is me. I'm guilty of that. But Amazon is not always the least expensive place to go. So we're going to talk more about it. We have another caller that just happens to be a member of the Ellis household on hold. This is the Ellis Family Day, because my girl Kiara loves to shop online. So hold on, and your aunties will be right with you. Thanks for listening to We Got Issues. We're going to pay some more bills so we can shop online, and we'll be right back. Thank you for listening in to We Got Issues. It's the Force of Friendship on We Got Issues on 910 AM, the Superstation. Thanks for tuning in. And the first half of our show was fire. The second half, we are getting all up in to our topic today, online shopping, from concert tickets to washing machines to groceries to holidays. There's bound to be a website that sells what you want. If there's a particular brand or store you like, you can go straight to their website, or you can visit a shopping website such as eBay, Amazon. Believe it or not, I love to find a lot of great things on Facebook Marketplace, and I can give you some tips on that. So we are going to talk all about it, some of our favorite websites and apps. And on the line, I hope she's still hanging today, we have Chrisette Ellis's daughter, Bishop Ellis's daughter, Kiara Ellis, who has a PhD in online shopping. So are you there? Are you there? Are you there?
Thanks for calling We Got Issues. Hey, I'm here. I'm definitely here. And I do love online shopping. I'm actually on a fast for 45 days not to shop, because that's how much I love online shopping. Oh, my goodness. Well, give us some tips. How do you find, because you are not someone who doesn't like shopping at a mall, right? I'm sure you like shopping. You're your mama's child. I know you love that. What do you love so much about online shopping as opposed to just shopping in a store?
Actually, I don't like shopping at the mall. I'd rather shop online. I
see it has, so I can know, okay, do I get this size? Do I need to go up the size? I love reading the reviews, and so people also will post pictures. So I'll look at the pictures to kind of see the quality if I'm not really sure. And then two, I like shopping online because I shop through Rakuten a lot. And so Rakuten gives you cash back. And so every quarter, Rakuten is giving me money because sometimes they'll say, oh, hey, we're giving 10% cash back. We're giving 5% cash back. So in my mind, it's like, oh, I'm getting another 10% off. I'm getting another 5% off, especially at your higher end stores. It's not going to ever really give you a sale. So when they have those kind of deals, I love those. Like, I bought my boyfriend a gift for his birthday, and Saks had 10% cash back on Rakuten. So I'm like, okay, Saks is never going to give me 10% off. So I'll take the 10% on Rakuten. So it's like the 10% off. So I love that with Rakuten. And then seeing on different cards that you have, they might have cash back deals as well from some stores. So it's just all about like bundling the deals. And I'm also the queen of calling and getting a price adjustment that is $5 cheaper. I'm calling and saying, hey, I need a price adjustment. And my mind is always like, you're so cheap. I'm like, that's $5. I can spend on something else. But yeah, I'm the queen of price adjustments too.
How long do you, I mean, is it within a certain time period that you can call and ask for a price adjustment, or how does that work?
Usually it's like 15 days.
Okay.
Yeah, like 15 days for our price adjustment.
I just bought some furniture, a couch, and he just said if the price goes down before that couch hits your house, and I keep going online checking to see if the price goes down, give me my money. So I totally appreciate that. Tell us one or two other favorite apps, go-to apps you have for online shopping before you go.
Yep, I love the Shop app. And so with the Shop app, it doesn't really give you deals, but everything that you order, it puts all of your orders in one place. So it tracks all of your orders for you. So it'll say, hey, your Amazon package is coming here. Your package from this store is coming here. So the Shop app, if you log in your Amazon account and you log in your email, it tracks kind of all of your packages coming in at once. And then another app that I love is called Fetch. SETCH. And so what you can do is you can scan all of your receipts. And so you're scanning your receipt and you get points based off of what's on your receipt. So like grocery stores, they'll say, hey, if you buy a Nestle item, we'll give you 200 points or whatever. And so based on how many points you collect, you can get a gift card. So I always just get Nordstrom gift cards. So I'm like, okay, it's something I want to buy at Nordstrom, and I'm been saving up for it. All these little gift cards add up, and that's less money that I have to spend out of my pocket that I'm able to use. So it's called Set. And it's really, really great. Literally, any receipt you have, you can scan it. It has to be within 30 days. You can also connect your email and your Amazon account, and it'll go through your email, and it'll scan those electronic receipts as well. And you get 25 points for every receipt. And then certain receipts, you might get 1,000 points, 500 points, just based off of the kind of deals that they're running or promotions that they're running as well.
Yeah, is that grocery and retail receipt? Every kind of receipt.
Any kind of receipt. Literally any kind of receipt. Now you're going to get the most points based off, I think, the grocery receipts. Just because I think they're probably trying to track to see what brands you're buying or whatever. I'm like, track me, I'm getting a gift card. But I think, the grocery ones are the ones you're going to get the bigger amounts. But every receipt, you're going to get 25 points.
Wow. Download the shop.
And before my mom sends y'all her referral code, I'm sending y'all.
No, you bet not.
Go and put it on Facebook, IG, okay? Sabrina, you had another question for her.
No, I think that was it, baby. I can't. It's Fetch is an app that can happen to, right? And then you just scan all your receipts. That's good. Yeah. I wonder if you could use that for tax purposes too. I wonder if you could say, okay, I'll figure it out. But thank you for that. I've never heard of that. Okay.
Yeah, I've used it.
Sending y'all my referral code.
Okay, send it to me.
Get all those people. Just make you their referral.
Yeah, I'll send it.
Yes. I use the app Fetch for a couple people were asking. Fetch, FETCH, and the Shop app. So a lot of those will get downloaded right now. Chris, what were you going to add?
No, just gonna say that I use Stack a lot because of Kiera, and I've gotten a $10 Amazon gift card, and they link it straight to Amazon. And so when I did my last checkout, the $10 was there. They subtracted $10 off of my order, and I was like, oh. I mean, it's so simple. It doesn't matter if it's your get your car, anything that you purchase, it will, and then it'll tell you how many points you need to get a certain thing. So if you want, I don't know if it's a Starbucks gift card, but they have all these different things that you can aspire or your goals for these number of points. But you get so many points, and it'll tell you how many you need for this amount on a gift card. And I just chose Amazon because I use Amazon all the time.
I love it. You know, when I was going to shop, and we went to Costco and bought some things, Home Depot.
Then I went on my United Airlines, was buying buying a plane ticket, and I realized that if I had bought it through the United Airlines website with what we spent just on furniture and appliances, I would have gotten almost the equivalent of a free plane ticket. And so a lot of things, Verizon has it, a lot of them, you see, they have these rewards and they want you to shop. It's the same thing. Instead of going homedepot.com, I would have gone to United Airlines, click on Home Depot, buy it from there, and they would have given me back the equivalent in points. And so it's just crazy, you know, things you don't realize. Money is that leaving on the table. So we know they're getting paid behind the scenes on that, but it's a big deal. We have another caller. This is the reason that I sleep so well with my bamboo weighted blanket and my bamboo sheets. I go
to my microwave, my new Samsung microwave with my magnet thing in there. This chick right here is always posting something that I need to buy online, and I don't care. You are the review. Tony, please, thank you for calling. We got issues. Talk to the people about shopping online. What's your new favorite find?
Oh, my goodness. Can you hear me?
We got you.
Okay. Listen, first I have to say, Kiera, I am going to use your referral code from Fetch. I'm not going to wait for Fetch to send me a referral code. I'm going to use your referral code so you can get the points. So I got you, girl. Thank you so much for that. Because I never pay attention to points or give the rewards or anything. Listen, I just want to find things that bring me joy. You know what I mean? And honestly, there's a true confession time. I was not a big online shopper until I met my husband. He is the king of online shoppers. Everything that he owns comes to this house via somebody online. And that's when I started. So I just got 12 plastic reusable drinking straws today online. It's ridiculous. The store is 45 seconds away, but they will be showing up in 2 days in a box on my front porch. But really, I love it. It's so convenient, and it just has. And then the pandemic, it used to just be things. Now it's closed because of COVID, which I never would have bought clothes online. But it's right. You can see the picture of the person wearing it. You know what it's going to look like. You can read the reviews. If you don't like it, you can send it back. It is my favorite thing to do. And just recently, I started buying clothes on Amazon because I was never a bought clothes on Amazon. I do that too now. And you can just bring it back for free.
No questions asked.
And nothing. It doesn't. You just could have worn it to the mall and returned it. There's other places where it doesn't matter. I love it. But my favorite thing about shopping online is finding the things that bring me joy, like the happy things, like the weighted blanket. Who knew? I would never have thought about a weighted blanket if I hadn't seen it online, like the butter dish, like the cover that's magnetic and sticks to the top of your microwave. You don't have to. It doesn't get all moist and dry because it's really on top of the microwave. It's so cool. But here's where I get some of my greatest online inspirational finds. And you can judge me if you want. I'm going to pick her. Yes, TikTok videos. And when you create your didn't know you needed. And she's always showing the coolest Amazon products. And I run to Amazon. What? Tony, you gotta identify who is that? Who is that? What? I'll find her name and put it. I'm telling you, I'll put it in the link. Listen.
We're going to stay right there, Tony. Stay there. We're going to a break. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for the end of the show as well as part 2. Because when we come back, I'm going to try to give you some shopping hacks you need to know. You can literally buy everything online. Thanks so much for listening. Hang tight. We'll be right back.
Talking about shopping online recently, my I'm a dog lover, like you said, don't judge me. The vet bill shows it. And recently my dog needed some additional medication. Having the older dog has a tray full of meds, and it was one price at the vet, and I went to Chewy and got it for half price. Okay. So it is coming. Chewy.com is a great place. One of my favorite things that I purchased online last year for Valentine's Day was some time with Dave Cause with myself and my husband. You can buy everything online. I'm going to give you a tip also as to how I use Facebook Marketplace to purchase our grandkids when they need a computer. You can go down and get a brand new Mac, or I can give you a tip on how you can find a good, dependable Mac and or iPhone online. So I'll give you that tip. But I think Tony is still there, and we need to hear some more from you. Tony, are you still there? I know you got more to say.
I am, but I don't even know what else to say. It is just the greatest thing. I'm telling you. And listen, sometimes you think you're looking for one thing, and you wind up getting something totally different. Let me just tell you. Let me tell you this right now, because if you don't have a air purifier in your house, you have lost your mind. You totally have. And so that's what we wanted. So we started looking for one. Well, the size that we would have had to get for our common living area, I didn't want that because it's not going to go with the decor, right? But because I was looking for them, this thing came up in my Facebook newsfeed about these. They're called Clarifion air purifiers, and you plug them into your outlets all over your house. And when I tell you, game changer. Game changer. We don't wake up stuffy. My husband is not snoring the way he used to. There's not all this sneeze game. And I would never have found these had I not been online looking for air purifiers. So you guys, just go into Google, search for what you're looking for, put it in there, even go to Amazon and look for it, and then start watching your news feed. Scary though? Now that's scary. Isn't that not scary? That Big Brother is always watching. You search one time, and the next few days they're all over you. 24 hours. If you're going to be watching, I'm going to take advantage of it. Give me a deal. I'm going to watch it. Keep your clothes on. Yeah, keep your clothes on. Hey, Tony, in your photo gallery. Yeah. Put it in our chat. We want to know about the clairvoyants, whatever you call those. That's a good one. I like that. Yes. I got you, girl. I should just make a little wish list and put it on. You need a blog. This is a blog. We need a TikTok. Tony, just go and do a TikTok. I've been watching TikTok videos for months, and today I almost made my first TikTok video. I didn't, but I almost did. Well, it's coming. We're gonna be the first followers. We'll be the first followers. I'm so resisting. I just like to watch it, but I'll put some of this stuff in the link. In the comments for some of these links, and you guys can shop away. And here, when you find a great find, don't assume that other people know about it. That's why I always share it on my social media, because I'm shocked at the number of people that have never heard of it or never tried it or just need someone to say this is good. So don't be selfish. Share your good online finds. Absolutely. I mean, I remember Gloria, she needed a black leather belt and Etsy, you guys, don't sleep on Etsy, ETSY. We went on, found this amazing a gold metallic belt, came from an African designer, handmade in London on Etsy. It was to us in 4 days, okay? It's like you can find anything, Etsy. I love it. Overstock. I bought some things for our home.
And Wayfair. OMG. Alibaba. Don't sleep on that. When you need business folks that need stuff, you can go on Alibaba. So many things. Spot Hero. You want to buy parking, okay? Cheap parking. And so we have another caller. On the line. We're going to go. Tony, thank you so much. Now, I think I'm continuing the show on Friday, so we might need you to call back in, okay? We're going to do part 2. I'm going to tell you guys about some hacks, because you want to be careful with where you shop. So we're going to talk more about that. We'll probably have to continue that one on Friday. How do you make sure the site that you're using is a good site? But we're going to go to our caller, Andrea. Are you there? Thanks for calling. We got issues.
Hey, listen, you know I'm here. Oh, it's my girlfriend, Andrea. I was like, there's a lot of Andreas, but we know this voice right here. How you doing? I'm so great. This is such a great show because online shopping is a wave of the future. I mean, honestly. And y'all know that COVID just really triggered everybody staying home and open up accounts and all kinds of stuff. And so I never realized that I could get all my home goods and essentials and all of those things online, because I grew up going to the grocery store and getting what I needed. And the other thing about the great thing about shopping online too for me is the fact that it just saves time, and a lot of times it saves money. There was a study done that said that most people spend an hour and a half going to the grocery store like every week, and it adds up to, I can't remember what the numbers are. And so by the time you get your car, then you go try to drive around and get parking, and then you go in. And so for me, online shopping, particularly, you guys know that I'm absolutely all over the wellness space, and being able to have a membership, knowing that I have one-stop shopping for all my things that are wellness. So I don't have to run over here to get, hair products that are safe, and over here to get vitamins that are safe, and over here to get, cleaning products and all of that kind of stuff that's safe. So, and being able, I think, Katrina, you talked about getting cash back from a lot of those places, whether it's travel points and all of that. Everybody is I mean, it's just the way of the future. Getting cash back when I'm shopping at Macy's and Kohl's and Best Buy and all of that, to be able to use that money to shop with and buy the essential home goods that I have. And so this is such a great topic because, again, I think it's the wave of the future. And I want you guys to know that the whole, I think I mentioned the whole COVID piece, of just people understanding now that if you can get something, if you can buy something and ship it to your home, that it's just such a benefit. You know what I mean? I think it was in the news, you guys, they said the number one place now that you can catch COVID is in the grocery store. That's really sporting goods and events. So that was actually in the news. And so, when you think about it, I thought I had COVID a couple of weeks ago, but it just, and I'm thinking, well, where did I get COVID from? And then I saw this news article that the grocery store is the number one place. So for our older people, for the elderly and all of those folks who don't even feel safe going out anymore, I just think it's a great option. And I'm sold. Okay, I can't wait to hear your hacks and your tips, Katrina, because I know between you and my girl Cook that Ellis, she can stop you till you drop you. All right. So thank you my God, allowing me to come on and share. And again, this needs to continue seriously because I think it's just a really, really great topic.
Thank you, girlfriend. Thank you. I'm going to, we have just a couple minutes. I'm going to throw in a couple other things, and then we will definitely continue on Friday.
Calling in and know you're doing well in sunny Florida. Take care, girlfriend. Thanks for calling. We got issues. Love you. You guys, eBay, don't sleep on eBay. There are apps you can use when you really want something that will bid for you, because it is impossible to win the bid on something that's really hot on eBay unless you let the computer do it for you, because you cannot outbid the computer. So there have been some really great things. I promise you, I'm going to give you some tips on Friday on how to buy on Facebook Marketplace. You want to know how to get the serial number, how to make sure that you can know the difference between if it's a stolen item or if it's the real deal, someone who's buying it. So I'm sorry, we have to go pay the bills. So if there ever was a hanger, Chris, tell them tomorrow's show.
Tomorrow, you guys don't want to miss. We're going to have the youngest mayor of Detroit. The former mayor, Kwame Kilpatrick, is going to be on with us tomorrow. We're talking about from power to prison to preaching. Inquiring minds want to know. So you absolutely want to be there tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll see you then.
All right. Bye-bye. We'll continue this topic on shopping on Friday. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for listening in to We Got Issues. Bye-bye.